Cleveland in the house, the time is right now. Strategic Moves Radio Show with Kenn Dowell. Time to motivate, inspire, and right now, this is what you need. And it's hosted by Kenn Dowell, art, politics, and culture. So let's go. Strategic Moves with Kenn Dowell Radio Show. Let your voice be heard, time to elevate. Ay, call in on Talk to Me Tuesday. Ay, let your voice be heard, time to elevate. 95.9 FM, tune in and don't wait. What's on your mind Tuesday? Streaming on WOVU.org and 95.9 FM. And don't just listen, jump in and be the conversation. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? You tuned in to another episode of Strategic Moves Radio Show with Kenn Dowell, Dr. Heather Burton, and Judge Michael Nelson. And we're here today to keep things moving along as we do every day around this time. Tuesday from 12 to 1 o'clock, you can catch us on 95.9 WOVU FM. Cleveland, and you also can catch us on all our social media networks, and you can catch us on iHeart and all those type of any way across the internet. We're out there. Twitch, we're everywhere. And if you're out there watching and listening to our program today, I need you to do one thing, and that's go to that button and hit like. You know, you gotta hit these like buttons sometimes. You guys in Cleveland be tripping. Y'all be seeing my stuff out there, and y'all don't be liking or commenting on my stuff. So y'all need to like, comment. I even take your bad comments because you know I'm all about the debate. So bring it. But we do like you guys to comment on what we're doing. It keeps us going. It helps us, and it helps the algorithm of what we're doing these days to keep things moving. So if you're out there, please like, subscribe, and if you don't mind, leave us a comment. You can do that with these programs. As we go through these programs, you can go ahead, leave your comments up on our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube accounts. And from that standpoint, we'll be able to then be able to respond to you. We have Liberty, who's manning our social media network, who keeps those things going, and she has a way of making sure we get those comments in. So if you want to leave a comment to be a part of what we're talking about today, you can do so by leaving those comments. So as we do this week, we're going to get started with our program. Dr. Burton will be flying in here in a moment. We got Judge Nelson here. Judge, what's happening with you today, sir?
Coochie Chocolate, it's about self-determination.
It
just ain't self-determination doing Kwanzaa. It's about self-determination and rebellion all the time.
How did you answer me? What was that you said? Coochie who?
Coochie Chocolate.
Coochie
self-determination, man.
Coochie Chocolate. What the heck? Yeah. Where you get that from?
Help him out. It's one of the 7 principles.
Oh,
of Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa.
Yeah, so
you know what, man? I am so bad at that stuff, man. I apologize to my ancestors, man. I should get a lashing for that one.
But your ancestors didn't create this. This was created in the 70s, so it wasn't something historic. It was created in the 70s as a motivating, organizing tool. But the spirit of it has existed forever.
Oh, okay.
Forever. So
okay.
I'm still in the rebellion mood.
Well, y'all, if you checking us out, you should see he got on his rebellion garb today. Well, no, it's not rebellion. No, it's more African. Right. It's more cultural. You know, it's more of our culture and what we should be wearing, and more of that. You know.
But I don't know, because everybody I know that goes to the continent, they dressed in Levi's. And Jordan. So I don't know now. I think this is just a part of our culture. Mm-hmm. Because when I see people, everybody I know, they have on Nike hats and Adidas caps, and I don't know about that anymore, brother.
Well, you took us back today. You got it on today.
Thank you, Ken. I'm glad to be here, and a happy February. What's the 10th to everybody out there?
10th, man. We done made it through.
Oh,
this is the second. We only been in a year and 2 months into a new presidency right now, you guys. So I'm just letting everybody know, so if people thinking it's a little farther than what y'all thought it was. No, wake up.
That's right.
This is only the second month of the first year.
That's right. It's on.
The second year. Let's do that, right?
It's on.
So we're going to go around robin. We got our DJ Unicorn in the house here today. She always got something going on, and what's happening in the community. We're getting things rack and rolling here on WOVU. Everybody's cracking, and we back at doing what we do. So what we've been missing, DJ? Anything been going on in the neighborhood, in the community that we need to let everybody know about?
We definitely need to let the people know about the community meeting this evening. Hello, everybody. How y'all living? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Right.
It's your beloved unicorn of the land, DJ Black Unicorn, a.k.a. Uni. I hope everybody is feeling good and great out there during this Black History Month. But every day is Black History for me. I definitely am aligned with the judge on a lot of his viewpoints. But yes, this evening at 5:30 to 7 p.m., look, you need to find yourself at the community emergency meeting where we will be going over life-saving training, the Stop the Bleed training. Yep. You can get some Stop the Bleed training right there tonight at our emergency community meeting at 5:30 at City of God's Church on the corner of 152nd and Pepper Ave, right there on 152nd. Okay, right there. It's right there. You've got to pass it so many times.
Who's doing this meeting?
So it's me and the LJM of Speak Easy, and this is brought to you by the People's Office. This is what me and her have been working on in these community meetings the past few months that we started at the end of last year, towards the end of last summer. And we will also be launching our Hello Neighbor campaign. So we pretty much, I designed the sign, got on my, graphic design tip, and designed this sign that will be going in everybody's yards who signs up for the campaign and wants to be involved.
Oh.
So yeah, it's super exciting. I'm super excited. I'm also excited to see what they think about the layout, what they want to change, what they think is just, if they even want to change anything. I'm just super excited, and I can't wait to see it just come into fruition and be in people's front yard and just see people come outside and talking to each other this spring when the weather break. It feels like the weather's starting to break already. It's real nice out. It's about 40 degrees out here in Cleveland today.
You think the weather breaking?
It's nice to me. I mean, sure, we've been getting negative degrees. It's nice. I like it.
Well, you know what? I guess you could say if we got a break in the weather, I guess you're right. We got a break in the snow because it was cold. You're right. I ain't going to lie to you. It was cold out there.
Yes, it was freezing.
I totally agree with you. Did get a break in the weather out there.
Yes.
So you're meeting tonight. That's tonight or tomorrow?
That is this evening.
That is tonight.
Tonight.
So you all pumped up and you got everything ready and
yes.
And what's the biggest topic tonight?
The biggest topic will definitely be the Stop the Bleed training and the neighbor. It's just those two objectives. We only have an hour and a half. The training itself takes about an hour and 10 minutes, and then at the end, after the training, we'll go over the signage and make sure we're all in agreement because this is a community-driven initiative. So what does that mean? Everybody is involved in the decision making. This isn't just me and LJ putting something together and putting it out there. When you show up to the community meeting, your voice is heard. We want to hear from you. This is the point of us getting everyone together and making sure not only that we are in alignment and rebuilding that trust, but you have the opportunity to voice what it is that you want to see happen, and we can work together to make that happen. We don't have to just have one objective. We shouldn't just have one objective. There's so many different sectors of things that we have to get aligned with. Look, just take your time, but show up and show up for yourself. When you show up to these emergency community meetings, when you show up to your district meetings, all of those meetings count. They matter. You find out about so many different things that you don't know about. You get involved more, and you want to be involved more. The more you do it, the more you want to do it. So look, it's like sex, people. Sorry, Pastor. She's just walking in.
You know we have sex conversations.
How you doing?
We have sex conversations, so I'm all right with sex conversations. We just gonna keep them holy.
Yeah, but
what you said is like sex that when you
do it, you want to do it more. You know when you
only
when
if
you
it's good.
Only if it's good.
But community work is always good.
Yes, it's always good. It always make you feel warm inside.
I never thought about it like that, Ken. I never thought. Okay, I like community work.
You know when you've been
a lot of the community feel there's a lot of bad sex. Then that's why we ain't got nobody involved.
But maybe we need to adopt,
there's a lot of bad sex in the community. That's what it sounds like to me because we ain't getting nobody involved. That's for sure.
That's better than fried chicken for black people. We better tie.
Well, she must be selling something at those meetings. Y'all need to go check out. That's what she's saying.
Is that a Reverend Kyle Early's church?
I'm selling love.
She's selling love. That's what.
But I think I'm so glad you said that, because that's another thing that we underestimate.
You still can't hear?
Underestimate is the power of love. And if we did more things in love instead of, I was just having this conversation, and specifically in relationship to the church, and how people are preaching certain things, and they're preaching it. But I always talk about Jesus preached in love. Love was central, and if we start loving on each other, it would be amazing where we can go and what we can get.
Hey, you know what? We're going to get started with our program. Dr. Burton just ran in here. We're going to get her, let her
Yes,
catch
listeners,
her
we
breath.
talked about this last week, though, and I
get her
say this
stuff.
with uni. I mean to interrupt you. Well, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Ken. Is caregiving. And so mom called. I had to take care of mom before, and so mom gonna probably always make me late to the radio.
Oh, no problem. No, we're fine with everything. Like I say, what we're going to do is we're going to take a really quick break right here. We're going to let you catch your breath and get settled on in, and we're going to get settled on into the program. We'll be right back.
Get ready, Cleveland. It's your turn to speak up. Call in and tell us what's on your mind. Join the Strategic Moves with Kenn Dowell radio show on 95.9 FM WOVU or stream live at WOVU.org. Let's make your voice count. Let's go. What's up, Cleveland? It's time to turn up the conversation. Tune in to the Strategic Moves with Kenn Dowell radio show for What's on Your Mind Tuesdays. Call in, comment, and connect on WOVU 95 FM, WOVU.org, and hit us up on social media. Let's go. What's up, Cleveland? It's time to turn up the conversation. Tune in to the Strategic Moves with Kenn Dowell radio show for What's on Your Mind Tuesdays. Call in, comment, and connect on WOVU 95 FM, WOVU.org, and hit us up on social media. Let's go. What's up, Cleveland? It's time to turn up the conversation. Tune in to the Strategic Moves with Kenn Dowell radio show for What's on Your Mind Tuesdays. Call in, comment, and connect on WOVU 95 FM, WOVU.org, and hit us up on social media. Let's go. What's up, Cleveland? It's time to turn up the conversation. Tune in to the Strategic Moves with Kenn Dowell radio show for What's on Your Mind Tuesdays. Call in, comment, and connect on WOVU 95 FM, WOVU.org, and hit us up on social media. Let's go. What's up, Cleveland? It's time to turn up the conversation. Tune in to the Strategic Moves with Kenn Dowell radio show for What's on Your Mind Tuesdays. Call in, comment, and connect on WOVU 95 FM, WOVU.org, and hit us up on social media. Let's go. What's up, Cleveland? It's time to turn up the conversation. Tune in to the Strategic Moves with Kenn Dowell radio show for What's on Your Mind Tuesdays. Call in, comment, and connect on WOVU 95 FM, WOVU.org, and hit us up on social media. Let's go. What's up, Cleveland? It's time to turn up the conversation. Tune in to the Strategic Moves with Kenn Dowell radio show for What's on Your Mind Tuesdays. Call in, comment, and connect on WOVU 95 FM, WOVU.org, and hit us up on social media. Let's go. to turn up the conversation. Tune in to the Strategic Moves with Kenn Dowell Radio Show. For What's on Your Mind Tuesdays, call in, comment, and connect on 95.9 FM WOVU, WOVU.org, and hit us up on social media. Let's go.
All right, we are back. We're back. The whole house and everybody is in, and we're about to get our program started today. But before I get going, Dr. Burton, what's happening with you, man? Everything's good.
Everything is good. Yeah.
What you got going?
What do I have going on? Well, I'm excited with my new ventures.
Okay.
Yeah, my new ventures. So, consulting and coaching, and so I created a new coaching model.
What you coaching?
I'm gonna tell you, Ken.
I ain't mean to cut you off, but
No,
yes, I did.
I cut you. All right, we cut each other off. That's all right. That's the love in the room. So it's called the Insight Code Institute, but it's the Insight Code model, and what it is getting people back to who God created them to be. And so what does that look like? By stripping people from what I call restrictive societal norms. In other words, those things that society has shaped us in, like oppression, systemic racism, these views of sexism, genderism, what we should look like, what we shouldn't look like. And what I'm finding out as I test the model and go through different clients is that a lot of it is attached to trauma or experiences that somebody had or something that somebody has said to them, that then for their life they operate in that. And so, for example, of somebody telling you as a child, your hair is nappy. And so as a child, then you're holding on to this and continually trying to figure out, what do I do with my hair to appease the norm? And so stripping this so that people can walk in their purpose. And more importantly, understanding who they are and what their identity is in God as they continue to walk in that purpose, and understanding that your purpose is one thing, and then you have different means or different assignments or different ways to achieve that purpose.
Interesting.
Yeah. So anybody interested in being coached, reach out to me on drheathereburton.com. There's contact information, and so the Insight Code Institute. We are excited to launch that as I continue to navigate. And for those who are asking, how did I become a coach? Well, I do have an executive coaching certification from Case Western Reserve University School of Business. So I am legit. I'm just not one of them people who created coaching and said, let's do that, but with all of my other things on top of my coaching certification.
So you got...
And guess what?
Okay.
I'm excited because I thought my book on separatism, student success in historically black spaces would probably not come out to June, but it's looking like we're moving up the publishing date to April. So hopefully soon I'll have an actual release date.
There
and so
it is.
yeah, that's my baby. I can't wait for that baby to come out.
So that's your latest book.
That's so I have one out now that I did in a project with some other people called The Modern Proverbs 31 Woman. And that's available for pre-release. So you can go to my website also, or you can go to my Facebook page and or Instagram, and you can collect. Right. I'm over here about to burn up. Okay. Then I'll be sweating on the camera and everything. But because they got these lights on full blast today.
Just leave the door open so we get some air in. That's what she's saying. All right, that's cool.
Sorry, y'all. They trying to get me some air because
she's
I don't know.
She up here looking like she about to in the gym.
I don't know what's happening. Well, I do know what's happening.
Hell, we know what's happening.
We know what's happening. I'm trying to find my fan. But with these lights today, they got a little hot.
Lateef got his own beam
Oh,
in
my
here today,
goodness
y'all. Y'all just don't
gracious.
know, boy. We lit up today, y'all. All right, so with that, Doctor, you looking forward with your book coming out, and it's doing good. You got a new release date on your new book that's coming out.
Yep.
You got your podcast that you're doing
and
well.
Sanctified and Stiletto's first episode did well.
Did well.
Yeah.
Second episode is dropping. You
Second
got that
episode
one
this
going
week
down.
dropping.
You moving right along with all your little endeavors that you got going.
Yeah.
All her projects.
All her projects are
Dr.
moving.
HEB is a brand. If you want to stay up to date, just go to the website, sign up for the newsletter, and you'll get all information, all things Dr. Burton.
So that's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what we're talking about. When we're talking about coming in, getting your brand, getting your ideas and your business up and going, and getting yourself up and moving. And that's what Dr. Burton did. She started all of this journey years ago. She was doing all of this stuff. This is stuff that just didn't pop up. She's been working on it, and now we were lucky to get her to be a part of our team, and now she's growing with us as well. So now we all trying to grow together and do the things that we can. So I'm very excited.
The key
about
you
it.
said is she been doing this.
Yeah, and I was just about to say that too.
Yes.
Is I think that's the thing, is that people think that you jump into certain things. But what most people don't realize is that I do have a broadcasting degree. I majored in journalism.
You know what? Good Lord. Every time we talk to her, she pull out another doggone degree. You know? Here's one.
I can lay them all out.
You can lay them all out.
Yeah, and that's a whole interesting story. But yeah, I do. So my undergrad was journalism and black studies with a minor in theater. So you know, creatives, you know that kid, you're creative. We gonna find ways to bring it. Yep,
that's right.
So that's what it is.
Her and Doctor, I got another doctor. I told her, I said, I got another doctor just like you, Leisha. She ain't met Dr. Sloan. And I was there's another one. She's got 1,000 degrees, boy. I said, we put them two in the room together.
It gets deep.
It gets deep. So we're going to get started today on our program, because we don't really have nothing we're going to talk about today. We're just going to do some current events and stuff that's going on and hot things that's going on. We're going to start off. And we're going to start off with the juicy stuff and work our way around. Yeah, the juiciest stuff. The biggest comment or the biggest thing I think happened this week, because we're going to go since the last time we talked, we're going to start with our great president, Commander-in-Chief. Not only is he selling Trump watches, I don't know if y'all saw the commercial where he's selling the Trump Rolex. It's a Trump Rolex. He got a watch in the actual commercial where he's now selling the watch himself on TV. So Trump watches is out, but the biggest thing he did for us on Black History Month, because I kept trying to tell everybody, is he going to let us have Black History Month? Everybody look at me like, what you mean? I was like, is Trump saying, can we have Black History Month? Or what?
We talked about this before. You know we going to have we going to make Black History Month. But what he did do was he was able to get out on social media and finally was able to put that picture of Obama and Michelle out there in the monkey suits. Now, he'd been wanting to do that forever. And ever and ever. And he finally got the courage to get it done.
Or the ignorance.
You know, he finally get it done. So, Judge, we're going to start with you.
You know, for me, what Donald Trump does not surprise me, because I have put him in the right category. See, Donald Trump was raised as a fool. And when he uses terms like, and calls people stupid, it's really to deflect from what he was described as by his parents. You're a stupid son of a gun.
Did you say the same thing you were just talking about?
When he need to go in one of those classes. When he refers to people, when he tries to refer to people that are much smarter than him, Ocasio, Crockett, all those people, he's really trying to deflect because that's him. And anybody that follows him, I believe Trump followers are some of the most ignorant people on the planet. For example, his followers are saying that Bad Bunny needs to be deported. Now, they're too stupid to realize that he's from Puerto Rico. It's a special kind of ignorance. It's a special kind.
I've never heard a special kind of ignorance.
It's a extra special kind of ignorance that people who are supposedly learned would follow him down these rabbit holes.
Learn it.
But follow him down these rabbit holes. So when he does stuff like, what
happens when you wear a dashiki.
That's true. All he's displaying is the height of his ignorance. And see, here's the other thing. He has company. His entire cabinet is as ignorant as he is.
They special ignorant.
See? So and they went to school to get that ignorance. So their ignorance is not just happenstance. They actually uneducated themselves and miseducated themselves so they could be as stupid as he is.
Interesting.
Now,
let's talk about that. Wait.
That's what I said. That's interesting.
I need to break that down. They miseducated themselves so they can be as stupid as he is.
So that they could then be invited to work with him.
And here's perfect examples of that. Is when you look at some of the senators and some of the congressional people at one point who was against him, who now are saying he's the greatest thing in that. You had to do something.
Miseducate yourself.
Right, you had to. You say, you know what? I'm going to really fall into this rabbit hole because I know it's wrong.
Cruz, Graham.
Yes.
You know, Rubio. They call him all kind of
JD.
SOBs.
JD Vance.
They called him everything but a child of God.
And now look at him.
And now they got their lips are so planted to his behind that they can't breathe. That's
Jesus.
a special kind of stupidity.
That's a special kind of lip pressing too.
Oh yeah. They are the key. They are the chief lip. If there's a lip pressing contest, they are in first place, and there's no second place. They share first place alive. And I'm telling you, you people out there that listen to us that are Trump people. Look, I understand.
Do you really think Trump people listen to us?
Oh, there's some.
There's some.
How many?
They got to be some. They be on the social media saying
people
stuff.
monitor this stuff. People monitor this stuff. So yes, you all are. Look, I understand it. I accept it. You all are a special kind of stupid. I don't say that to disparage you. I just say it to be accurate. You are a special kind of stupid.
Jesus.
I don't ever want anybody to call me a special kind of stupid.
Oh yeah.
But it's
Never.
real.
It's real.
It is.
It's real.
But I want to go back to the of that photo, and for people to accept that and accept that type of behavior from him, as you say, it speaks volumes. The special kind of stupid. And what else do you need to prove that this man is a racist? And practices racist ideologies. I just don't understand. That's the hard thing for me. Like, what else do you need to convince you about this man's behavior?
Oh, they don't care. It's like he said, they special. They into that. They like he do no wrong.
If Donald Trump had been alive in the 1700s, he would have been one of the he would have marketed slavery. That'd have been his thing. Say, hey, I'm a slave marketer. He'd have been in either the transportation business of slavery or the marketing of slavery.
Or both.
He would have aligned himself with those people who helped identify in groups. Say, look, we need about 25 of these right here. And he would have worked with them to get the 25 of these right here to transport them. He may have been in the insurance of slavery business, but he would have played a role in slavery. And I'm so glad that Tim Scott, as pitiful as he is, Trump finally hit him between his legs, which caused him to react and say, this is the worst racism I've ever seen in this White House. So Tim has been monitoring the racism, but this got him. This one got him.
That's why I'm like, he still get no kudos from me.
Oh, he ain't get no kudos.
I mean, Jesus.
Zero.
No kudos.
What was it, the 8 picture that finally got you? It wasn't none of all them other back slappings and all that other stuff.
Finally say.
To rouse his.
And the fact he never gave you any opportunity as much as you done did for him, or you or not any other black folks. I mean, we can go on and on.
Lips are that closely detached, man. You can't see much. But the butt that you're kissing, so I understand. Tim Scott was so close in there; he was locked in, and so this thing sort of separated his lips from the Trump behind.
So also, we want to get into why we have national stuff. ICE is here in Cuyahoga County now. They are doing a lot of things out on the west side in there. So we want to tell everybody they need to be kind of careful in how they moving in these streets. Because this is what's happening these days, man. And you saw what happened in Minnesota
I was
and
just
other
listening.
places.
Was talking about 700 ICE agents being released from Minnesota, and the question was, where are they going?
Here.
They got to go somewhere.
Yeah,
and
right
as
here.
you see, Ohio is where they're headed. Yep. And so
It was crazy. As a friend of mine lived on the west side, he said, "Man, the ICE agents be up here." Posted up at the Home Depot over here on West 717th every day. I'm like, man, really?
Y'all get them too much. You mean the slave catchers?
Oh, okay.
That work for the immigration people. For
well, you know what I heard.
The slave catchers.
Well, wait. You assuming that everybody that they're picking up are slaves?
No. But they operate as same as slave catchers because they were chasing down people who had legitimate freedoms, and they were just negating it because they were black. So these people are being negated because of they're Latino or whatever.
Well, it's at this point now. I don't even think it's anybody, right? Somalia, Haitians. It's going to be black. It's going to be whatever
white
it is.
European.
Jamaicans.
Yeah, it's going to be everybody.
So this is
that's what I'm saying.
They are certified slave catchers. They are trained slave catchers. So let's stop giving them that nice name.
And, and here's another
Well, ice
thing.
ain't nice. That ice out there is Kenny cold and slippery and dangerous.
Well, here's another thing when we talk about just the lies.
Right.
Is I heard this on my favorite podcast that they promised that $50,000 signing bonus, and folks ain't got their $50,000 signing bonus because they ain't read the fine print, and the fine print said that it's $10,000 every year, and if you get separated from ICE, here's the card, and if you get separated, you got to pay it back.
And it's tax too. It's tax is a one-time payment.
Jeez.
Each payment is tax is a one-time payment.
Boy, oh boy.
Right. So this is the stuff with
Uncle Sam.
Yeah. it's crazy. And all I keep thinking about is when we lowering grocery store prices. When we lowering grocery prices.
Man.
That was your promise. Day one, you were gonna lower grocery prices. I still ain't seen my prices lowered.
So I'm gonna tell you, in a minute, it ain't gonna be worth it to be an ICE agent. They're gonna be like, because they're putting body cams on them. All right, so now y'all about to really get caught up in all the dirt that y'all out there doing. It's just a moment. They're going to make you take those masks off. And y'all going to have to take those masks off. And now you're going to have to, your little kids and everybody else who thought daddy was a police officer and really thought you ain't a cop. You're an ICE agent.
And you was an insurrectionist.
And all that. Yeah, everybody truly know who you are. So pretty soon, that ain't going to be cool to be an ICE agent in the United States.
Low-level thug.
A low-level thug is what it's going to be.
Untrained thug.
That's the key.
I don't know if they have badges. Who was given a mask.
They don't even have badges. They just got masks, and they just a group of them. They just run up on you.
on their vest. That's it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful because they here, and if they here and they're going to be around,
that means means
you need to be careful.
The resistance is going to grow. The resistance, The resistance is going to grow. So it's going to be conflict eventually.
Exactly.
It is natural that if you are about to get deported somewhere. And there's a prison, a dangerous prison, you're gonna stop accepting that.
At some point.
At some point, the John Brown gonna show up.
So let's get to some other good news. It's Black History Month. I do got a good topic also.
All right.
There's a young lady from Cleveland Heights, my hometown. Well, not my hometown. I'm from Glenville, but where I live now, Cleveland Heights, got some good news coming out of their Heights. We had a young lady named Leela Edwards from Cleveland Heights became the first woman to play Olympic hockey for the Team USA and scored a point in the Winter Games this year.
I saw that. I saw the article
Big
of her
shout-out.
going to the Winter Olympics before even the game.
So she actually got there. She actually scored a goal in the Olympics as well. And if you've been watching it, black folks been doing the damn thing over on the Olympics. It looks like, man. I've been seeing a lot of gold coming up out of there.
Speed skaters.
Yeah,
we got some skills now.
Yeah, they doing
Jamaicans
pretty good.
back in there again. Jamaicans have missed the Winter Olympics, and I don't know when, since Herschel Walker, not Herschel, but whoever it was that was part of the bobsled team.
You remember that year Germany was hating on the United States? Now we got the United States going to be hating on the United States because we got black Olympic gold.
but what about that? We ain't even talk about J.D. Vance getting booed at the Olympics.
Oh yeah. J.D. got booed.
That's entertaining.
That was great. And see, J.D. got booed so bad that Donald decided not to go to Super Bowl.
I ain't gonna even be there.
I ain't putting myself in it.
No, nobody
knew better.
They know better to go to that doggone Olympics. Nobody trying to see.
And see, a whistle when they whistling, that's harsh.
Yeah.
When Europeans whistle at your behind, it's harsh. And JD got whistled on back out the stadium.
Well, they do different over there.
And his little wife, poor lady.
They throw shoes at you. They do everything. They protest.
Poor lady.
Usher, is that her name? Little Usher.
Yeah. I thought he was kicking it with
Charlie Kirk's wife.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk.
That was the rumor.
Yeah.
I can only say it's a rumor. I mean, I don't know.
Well, the rumor was that he was going to get with Charlie Kirk's wife so that they could have this new movement together.
Pureness. Gotta be pure. It can't be. JD talking all this immigrant and all this pureness stuff, and look what he over there doing.
Well, he's doing some community work. Y'all just talked about how community work is like sex.
And it bring you back.
Yeah, he was doing some community work with Erica Kirk, I guess.
Also,
I don't know now because I wasn't there.
Also, I wanted to put this out. Anybody that's looking to make $50, you can go right on to Craigslist. You know, Craigslist still exists. If you trust that mess, if you want to go on Craigslist, you can earn $50 and go see Melania. And
that's how much they're paying.
Wait, so they will pay you to go see.
They'll pay you $50
to see the documentary, or go see her.
To go see the documentary, go to the movie. They'll give you popcorn, go on in there. And you can, they said there was some kid on the internet said he made $400. He did it like a few times, and just sat in there and kept watching it over and over.
Did they show the nasty scenes when she was laying up with the women naked in the bed? Did they show that scene?
If they would have had people in that theater.
They probably would have made $7 million.
They probably made a couple $1 million.
Especially when you think about how much they was spent and paid for that documentary to only make $7 million.
So here goes another one, because when you think about that, I believe they say Jeff Bezos paid her something like, give me a look up on that. Latifah.
It was they paid her like 50 something for it, and then 50 million, and then they paid 30 something for advertisement.
So and they had to produce the movie, so they had to pay to do that. So you talking hundreds of millions of dollars that was paid to do a movie that nobody wanted to see. So what was the purpose? Judge, if you were in court, what would you say that smells like to you?
See, I would have punished one of my people. I said, I'm not sending you to jail. I'm forced you got to go see the Melania movie. That's your punishment.
Just put them in a cell and keep it playing.
So you got a choice. You got a choice. You either go to jail or you can go see the Melania movie. Pick your choice. Pick your poison. I'm sure.
You know that it was
cover up.
Some little insider business.
Yeah, and then it was. I heard today talk about government contracts. One of the things of him getting more government contracts. But then the other thing was, there was a whole what do you call it? Promotion to watch Michelle Obama's Becoming.
Oh yeah, everybody.
And send that to send that up.
Exactly.
And it went to number 4. Now I heard, I didn't go back and check, but I heard that they actually took Becoming and moved it to the kids section, whatever they call it on Netflix.
So that they get less rotation.
So you would have to search to find it.
Lord have mercy.
Boy, they be tripping.
Yeah.
So let me tell y'all the numbers.
Tell us the numbers.
Amazon paid $40 million for the documentary rights, with $28 million going straight to Melania, with an additional $35 million in marketing.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
I told you I knew it was something close.
Like $75 million.
Donald and Pimp.
Making it the most expensive documentary ever.
Yeah.
Right.
See, that's a payoff.
But then you only it's a payoff, and then you only make $7 million.
I need my wife promoted, man. She carrying it. They got her talking about it like she's some slut. I need to have her get a movie. So that's what they did, and they did that to combat her reputation.
But it
you know what? It didn't.
It solidified
it didn't help her.
Yeah, because they bought somebody out that nobody was thinking about in the first place. Nobody was thinking about no doggone Melania. And so now put her out there. Made now she probably mad at Donald if it wasn't for the money.
Right.
She was like, you know what? You better make sure I made some money because
now you're making me look more stupid than I was.
Nobody was paying no attention.
That's a special kind of stupid.
That's a special kind of stupid.
Special.
I feel so sorry for her sometime. Because she's got to be she has no dignity, and she's tied to him, which really makes her look
That's
bad.
the key, that she's tied to him.
She's tied to him
because y'all know they ain't got no relationship.
So she goes around her girls. I can hear him now, and he describes himself. I heard him say that he has a physique. Now he looked like
a physique.
He
where
looked like the
his body.
What's the boy's name that was in the Star Wars movie? The big old slide.
Yeah, Yoda.
No, not Yoda. The other one, the big old boy.
Jabba the
Hutt. That boy, Jabba the Hutt.
Like Jabba.
Not Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, I know, and the only reason, and Melania is on the chain, just like the girl that had the Luke Skywalker had to free, the co-woman. Jesus. It's pathetic, man. I just feel so
I told you. I don't know what's happening with the judge.
The judge is going crazy right now.
She
is on the chain.
She's on the chain.
Yeah, got it on the chain.
Well, she on a gold plated one. That's for
right.
sure. That's gold plated.
On a gold plated.
She ain't got nothing to be complaining about over there.
And the show is she never has any compliments for old Donald. Never. This is
but would you?
Donald?
No, I wouldn't either. But that
Donald?
just shows, she's just there for the ticket money.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the
I think
juicy
she's there
conversation.
now. I mean, you think about it now. She's just there just for appearance because they not together.
I can't imagine.
Nobody can convince me that they together.
I cannot imagine. Once I tried to picture it in my head, and it just shocked me so bad. I woke up and said, "Good God Almighty,
Jesus, couldn't be." But if you think about the role she played in the magazines, you can almost see why she did it. I mean, hell, she went in on her magazine program, right?
Yeah.
So,
she said, "This is my ticket. I'm gonna trade it in. I'm gonna trade on this ticket. I'm gonna just put my hand across up my nose and."
So let's get into the big conversation that's been tearing my household up all weekend anyway. Yeah. It's the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
There's the Super Bowl, Bad Bunny and his cultural political protest during the Super Bowl. You got some people who feel as if, I don't want politics with my sports. I just want to go watch the sports. I want to see the ladies and the cheerleaders and all of the dancing. I don't want all the political rhetoric. You got some people who feel as if, hey, man, brothers in America, we should be speaking English. We should understand what he's talking about. And I didn't understand nothing they were saying on that thing, man. Why is they speaking that language we don't understand?
Is that your accent coming out?
What's that all about, man?
Brother.
And then you had those who was just like,
You
what?
went hillbilly.
Like that just
Lord.
didn't sound good at all,
Kenny, before we jump into the whole language barrier, I guess what Jesse Owens did to Hitler when he just punked the Aryan nation was that wasn't political. That was political, and it's been praised because Jesse punked the Aryan nation.
Well, they get politics with their sports all the time when they want to. They
It's
got mad at
nothing
Colin
new.
Kaepernick for what he did. I mean, the sports part on the politics is one thing. Now, so
They're
I'm
talking about the entertainment. And that should bring.
So let me start with you, Doctor. How did you watch the Bad Bunny performance, or did you watch Kid Rock?
I didn't watch either. Let me tell you where I am right now. What's happening in my life? Let me tell you what's happening in my life. Once I got laid off, I cut back on some stuff. So all I do is stream. So stuff is live. I can't catch.
Right.
I can't catch right
You
now.
said you ain't catching nothing.
I'm on a budget. But what I will say is that it's interesting. I was watching another one, this stupid Megyn Kelly, and I forgot who she was interviewing. I can't remember his name that she was interviewing. And then he challenged her and said, well, what's the language of America? And she said English. And the reality, there is no language of America. America does not have a language. And so we get mad at people because they don't speak English. But that is not the language of this country. And so if Bad Bunny wanted to sing Spanish for his whole entire performance, more power to you. If you got a smart TV, just change it and put it on the English subtitles.
Well, that was the other issue, because he was speaking a slang type of
Spanish. That's what I'm talking about, Bad Bunny.
They said they couldn't even translate. When you put it on there, it just said speaking Spanish.
Well, all I know is that Bad
But then
Bunny.
I blame us. I mean, that's the thing about it is there are many cultures, many countries where you have to learn more than one language. We are the only place that thinks English is superior, and that's all we need to know. And the reality is, why we need to learn more language. Like I learned Spanish and Swahili. And I'm not saying everybody got to learn Spanish and Swahili, but I just say the elitism that we have here is that we expect everybody to conform to what has been normalized versus other places where where they educate their children and they learn 2, 3, 4, 5 languages as 5-year-olds.
You're absolutely correct. But see, Bad Bunny was talking to his people, and we could relate. Just like we related to Kendrick
Lamar talking to us.
And I had to have somebody interpret Kendrick Lamar for me. I couldn't keep up. But I was into it, though.
You knew he was talking to you.
I knew that he was talking to me, and I knew the music was there. So when Bad Bunny was doing this thing, I was, hey, the music is here. I don't care what he's saying. It's enjoyable. I enjoyed that. Now, I tell you the one that was done in English, nobody watched it, including those who spoke English. And that was the Kid Rock performance.
Well,
even the English-speaking people.
The music was bad. It's all about the music. So let me ask about messaging then. Let's get on to that, because there is some messaging in everything we do. So to me, and if I'm going to be the Bad Bunny in this group, let me be the Bad Bunny in the group. And I say that I believe that to some degree, that if there's a message that you're trying to put out there, then I believe that Kendrick Lamar's message was a message that everybody can understand. And if you were Spanish and you didn't speak some American, you probably caught on some of it if you in America, okay? You understood some of the stuff that he was talking about.
I'm going to push back on that.
Well, hold on. Let me finish.
I'm going to push back on that part. That if you an American, and the only reason I push back just on that part.
I said if you in America.
Because I have students who have to translate for their parents. Because
I'm about to get to that.
English, and they in America.
And then but again, but there's people here. They got people who's translating that to them. It's what I'm saying, and they're from America. My point is that Kendrick Lamar, most of the stuff that Judge and other people are saying that they didn't understand from the Lamar and needed people to interpret it to them was the Easter eggs that they call them that's in there. Those are the surprises. Those are the subliminal messages. Those are the things that's in the performance that if you wasn't paying attention, you didn't know. But the lyrics, what he was talking about and what he was saying, you got. The message that he was putting out was there, whether he was white, black, whoever you was catching it. My point with what Bad Bunny did is that, to your point, yeah, I imagine you can speak Spanish throughout your whole program if that's what you wanted to do. But at some point or another, with the way the country is going and everything else, if it was truly about a message, I think that at some point or another, that message should have came out clear. And it should have came out in a language that everybody could have heard.
So the entire performance was Spanish?
Yeah, the whole thing. He never said, he said maybe one or two words to the end. He probably said 2 words or 3 words about that, and that was it. But that's my only thing, and that's a messaging thing. Now, y'all can take it from there.
But I was going to say, I think that was probably intentional. Intentional to prove our elitism.
That wasn't
that's why he created that language barrier. And remember, to say, this is what happens here, is that as soon as you don't speak English, then everybody got a complaint. So I take that as a protest right there and saying I'm speaking Spanish because here is that attitude that if you don't speak English and you can't understand, then it's my fault and not your fault.
And he was also letting people know that they didn't want the Puerto Rican communities not want to have happen to them what happened to Hawaii. So he was laying his message out. And remember, the Americas, include the Caribbean.
No, I get that. I get that.
South America.
I get all of that. The Americas and everything else. But again, the message.
Oh, I got the
what I'm getting at is what's happening to the people here in America with ICE and everything else that are dealing with that. That's an issue. Now again, I'm not here to fight for their issue because you dress in a dashiki and it's Black History Month and we got our own set of issues that we need to be fighting on our own. So him being able, let's just say, getting his culture out, if that's what it was, you got it. But to me, I just believe that at some point or another, it seems like a message of togetherness. When everybody say it, we're all together and this is one of us together, say it in a language that all of us, at some point, the whole thing don't have to be, but you never said that at a point where everybody can get it.
But I think the reality is we not all together.
And that's my point.
And
that's the real point.
And he protested in his performance that was demonstrating, and I don't think it was a slight of other communities.
Okay.
I think it was, this is my message that I'm showing you what divisiveness does.
And I bet you one thing, Black Jamaicans understood what he was saying, Black Cubans understood what he was saying, Black Brazilians knew what he was understanding, and Black folks, conscientious Black folks knew what he was saying without having to understand what he was saying, because we could sense it and we could feel what he was saying, and the oppression that we all face, and he was helped in getting his message across by the racists in this country, who were so critical of him, and they helped form his message. So all of their commentary after it was
propelled.
Wow, he coming at us. That's right. Yep. He made MAGA probably had no idea what to do on Sunday, because first they had to watch all these Black people run around for the Seattle Seahawks, and shout out to Kobe Bryant, Cleveland, Glenville.
Kobe.
Number
his
8.
Mama is my hairstylist.
Go ahead. Now, number 8, and his dad, Ron, they was out at the game. That Ron is one of the Glenville coaches, so, shout out to Kobe.
Yes.
But 150 million people watched the Super Bowl and Bad Bunny. So I even saw some foolish woman up in the stands trying to watch the other thing. She paid $6,000 to be at the game.
To be at the game.
Talking about she was boycotting the concert.
That's stupid.
Can you believe
That's
that?
stupid. That's stupid. No, I honestly said that.
Special kind of stupid.
I contributed all to music, and I'm gonna tell you the only little bias I had, and this is me personally, and it's probably a lot of other people felt the same way, I would imagine, is that the country right now has put us all in this sour bit of a mood of all of it. Normally around this time, Super Bowl, we all are feeling festive and everything. Bad Bunny could have came out there, sang whatever language he wanted to sing. Everybody been up and jamming because you would have been having a great time at the Super Bowl party or wherever you were at doing what you were doing. They politicized Bad Bunny so much leading up to that. All the rhetoric we talked about that was taking place leading up to the Super Bowl, it put us all in this. It put me in at least a state of mind where now I'm even looking at that in a way of like, it isn't what it used to be to me. Like, why is this happening like this? Opposed to, hey, you know what? It's good music. Because at the end of the day, it's all music and it's all subjective. So if you wanted to like opera, and I don't, and the reason why I don't like opera is because I don't understand it. It ain't that I don't think the music good, but I go there, I don't understand it. So if the Super Bowl decided,
I had season tickets to the opera once here.
Yeah, and you probably gave them away.
Well, there were a couple shows that were really good. Now, let me say this. I think I only made it through one for the
That's
entire
what I'm
show.
saying. You gave them away.
I usually left at intermission because I got a little sleepy.
Yeah.
But
But
I
if
would
the
agree with
Super
you.
Bowl said that they were doing opera for the Super Bowl thing, a lot of people would be like, it better be good. You know what I mean? That's what they will do. They'll be wanting to see what it is, but it's subjective. You don't have to go there and you don't have to listen to it. But they made this so much of a political thing that I think it took that away from what the whole thing was really supposed to be about in my mind.
Yeah,
Well, you know one thing. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, like you said, Ken. Though I will agree that they politicized it so much leading up to it,
Right.
That you knew what it was gonna be. But that's because Bad Bunny has also been. I mean, he politicized by not having his any of his shows in the U.S.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
Right.
yeah, so you knew it was. I mean, you knew what to expect.
Yeah, Bad Bunny lived up to his name. He
Yeah.
gave a finger to the president of the United States like this. Boom! Two eyes.
And the NFL has always been trying to spread its wings. They
Right,
they
that's
do
right.
2 or 3 games a year
That's right.
now over in England and other places around the world. So they're trying to expand their whole thing. So them being able to push out there and go into that is just marketing. That's
right.
why they do it. They
That's
ain't
right.
do it because they wanted to send a message to Donald Trump.
No.
either. So
The
let's don't get caught up in that.
NFL understands its market.
Yeah, it was
This
all
market
money.
is way
all
beyond the
money.
50 states.
Right.
Yeah, and them
Way beyond.
owners love money
More
a
than
lot
anything.
more than anything.
That's right.
And they were willing to do it. They agreed. They probably didn't want that Bad Bunny up there with that mess neither. But they was like, I bet you those numbers tomorrow better look like y'all promised us, and they did.
And they did.
They did.
And so with that, they gonna take
They
the money
happy.
and run.
They are
You know
happy.
what I mean?
They stole all the ads, sold
Yep.
all the ads, got
Yep.
a huge audience.
Yeah.
Had a game where, that people tuned into.
Yeah.
And if you looked at the crowd during the Bad Bunny halftime show, remember, if you talked about if it had been opera, they'd have been at the stand, at the refreshment stand. If you looked at the crowd was watching the halftime show. So you had some conscientious conservatives like the Haslams, all with a vote, gave the commissioner and whoever the marketing people are, yeah, y'all go ahead with that. We just go ahead with that. We may be complaining, but y'all go ahead with that because they saw the numbers.
Right.
They saw the numbers. Said, "Yeah, okay, we Trump's boys, but y'all better go ahead with that show." And it's happened each Super Bowl show because every Super Bowl show has been antagonistic to MAGA and conservatives. All of them, from Janice Boob and all of them. It's about when Snoop was there. That was about marketing. See, so the NFL,
But they understood gin and juice.
Yeah, and it's a business. Yeah, they may understood it.
That's a universal language, right?
Even when they do
Gin and juice, that's a language.
even when they do the instrumental,
That's Snoop Dogg and Dogg.
even the instrumental though be popping.
Yeah.
You know?
Just close us out real quick, Doc, then you,
Here,
then
let
we're
me
going to
say
get out of
this.
here.
I'm going to say this real quick. During Black History Month, we need to acknowledge and understand the business of slavery. See, one of the things that people think slavery ended at the Civil War. No, slavery is a $150 billion business today. And you have countries who specialize in identifying the product, which is the human being. You have people who do the marketing, people who do the transportation, people at the other end who do the selling. So it's a big enterprise, and it still exists today. So I'm saying, people, rebellion, just rebel. Just let your spirit be rebellious so that we can attack this whole slavery thing.
Doctor.
Yeah, I mean, the judge just took us to the $1 billion industry of slavery still existing, and I think we have to realize what happens from slavery. And the trickle down that happens from slavery that's still affecting us specifically as we continue to talk about Black history and celebrate Black history. Stop letting people tell you what shouldn't be celebrated. One of the young ladies from my church wrote these 2 essays, and great essays for a middle schooler. Just talking about what it meant to be Black in these predominantly white spaces, and that's the thing, is that we gotta love on each other as Black people, and we have to celebrate each other and celebrate this Black History Month and become aware. My charge is read a book. Read a book this month. If you don't read 2, just read 1 book.
That's right.
Written by a Black author.
It's good. Good.
My thing is, hey, I'm with them. Do something. Don't just sit around. Get up. Do something. Go to a meeting. Get involved. Unicorn got meetings going on. Other people got meetings going on. Doctor said, read a book. Listen to an audio book. If you don't do a podcast, turn on a podcast.
But we've got some great podcasts on Strategic Moves Network.
Excellent podcasts where you can get this information that you need, and make sure you keep yourself abreast of what's happening, because it's about to get real. To next Tuesday, Dr. Burton, Kenn Dowell, Judge Nelson. We'll see you next week. Peace.
See you next week.
Cleveland, this is your show, your topics and your voice. Join me, Kenn Dowell, for What's on Your Mind Tuesday on 95.9 FM WOVU. Call in or comment on social media. Let's make this conversation unforgettable. Streaming live at WOVU.org. What's up, Cleveland?